Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. We are going to go over some things that you are going to need, or the things that I've come across that I felt um, that were either a necessity or things that I would need. Everything I'm showing you, I have, except the chainsaw stuff. That's for men, or for women too, but I just don't have that. But it's something that you might want to show your husbands. So, but I'm going to show you things that I have and I've collected over time because I felt a necessity for them, and I will share why. All right, here we go. Baby wipes. What happens when there's no water? You have to find a way to keep yourself clean. If you do not keep yourself clean, you will start to develop sores very quickly on your body, and they are hard to heal without antibiotics. Okay? So, baby wipes. Wipe yourselves down every day and your children. We go to paper towels. Why are you buying these? They cost so much money. Why are you buying them? I get it. They're comfy and they're soft and all of that fun stuff. But guess what? They cost a lot. Your counters don't care what you wipe them with. You can use a rag. These are humongous. They're janitor paper towels. I buy these by the case. Got about 5 or 6 cases, 6 in a case, $30 for the whole case. Each one of those lasts about 2 to 3 weeks. Yes, they do. Might want to think about getting you some of those. Any janitor's supply store. Gloves. You can get a box of gloves at Walmart for anywhere from $5 to $7. And most of the time they come in 100. These are antibacterial for like medical, but they have the regular ones. And I buy them by the box because I go through them a lot. You could also get them at the dollar store. A lot of the stuff here you can get at the dollar store. Okay, they have 10 gloves in there. You could start buying a bag at a time, but I highly suggest you have them. The time may come when it's harder to keep clean and you're going to need them. Okay, good idea. Just saying. Soaps or shampoos, conditioners, very cheap at the dollar store. Y'all know this, okay? Just pick one up every time you go. Pick one up. Better to have it than to not, okay? Um, Everything's there's a dollar. You could stock up slowly. Now, you see that Lysol on the front, the yellow one? That little tiny thing, it's tiny. It makes 5 gallons, you guys. 5 gallons. Keep that in mind because as we go, I'm going to go back to that bottle and explain something to you as we move along here because I use that. Sos pads. If it is harder and harder to get water, or if you have to use cold water, guess what? Amazing, especially for hard to clean pans or what have you. You want to have some of those in your arsenal. Ladies in your kitchen, and men too, but you know what I'm saying. This is at the dollar store. It's awesome because that's why it's called awesome. It's a cleaning supply. I have several of these. Just another cleaning supply. You all want to go natural, go all natural, but I highly suggest you have some things in case you have to do a deep clean, okay? So don't knock a Dawn. Buy a big thing of Dawn. Start saving all your little bottles. I don't care what brand you use. Start saving the bottles. This one, you could split between 12 bottles, and you don't need the full strength of one container. You divide it up with some Zote soap, or put it in Zote soap, heat it up, get it all mixed up, and then put it in them, in the containers, and you got yourself some Dawn. It doesn't have the full effect, but it has a good effect, because that stuff is crazy wicked. Y'all know that. And then y'all know about making your own soap, okay? You use Zote soap. It don't matter what soap you use. You could use Zote, you can use Zest, you can use Dove, whatever soap you want to use. You want it to be lighter, use Dove. You want it to be stronger, use Coast. So you shred it up, right? Mix it in with some borax and some Oxiclean, or any kind of other whitener that you want, and that's gonna make you can keep it dry. If you want to keep it dry, keep it dry. But if you want to turn it into a liquid, add water. There's lots of recipes on there. I would just go out box for box. I don't know, just equal portions of each. I think would be great. But there, go get your recipes online. A lot of people are making them. Okay, Oxiclean is awesome to have to put in your soap because it's a cleaner. A lot of people now don't make this soap and think you could put it in your regular washer. That soap, any kind of hand soap or bathing soap like that, will get scuzz residue and could block your washing machines. So I highly suggest you be careful with that. But if things go bad, we're washing in tubs, y'all. Okay, we're washing in tubs. We're not using the washing machines. We're in the sink. We're outside in a tub, and it's okay to have the Zote soap or the Zest. All right. Make sure you got you some Clorox. It does a lot of things. Um, Disinfects. It purifies water. All that. Make sure you got Clorox. This is Lye. You can get this on Amazon. Several bottles. I bought the 50 pack, and one of those I haven't even gone through one. And I make my own soap. All you have to do is mix that with some olive oil, and you don't even have to add anything else. Now, if you want it to have a flavor, a smell, then use essential oils, but you don't have to. Just olive oil and the lye will make you soap. Yes, it will. So those are good to have. Now, I'm not saying you have to have all these things I'm showing you, but it's a good idea to try and get as much as you can. Funnels, dollar store. You're going to need to transfer, liquids from one container to another. It's just good to have funnels. It just really is. Whether it be for your vehicle or for your kitchen. These are for your kitchen. They're small. Okay. Another thing people aren't really talking about are when you have to do your laundry outside, are you prepared for that? Do you know what to do? Do you know how to do it? Do you have a place to hang from point A to point B? Maybe your husband could make something right now. You don't have to use it, but you can make something right now. At least have it ready to be put up. Have the wood ready. Okay? You're going to need clothespins, dollar store. Yep, I have several of these because they don't make clothespins the way they used to. So you might go through quite a few of them, but at least you have them. And I did one summer, I did have to use some of these, or where dryer broke. And I thought it was fun actually. Make sure you get twine for it, okay? You might want to use these. You can get them at the dollar store, but you can also get something a lot thicker than that as well. It just depends on, um, what you want to use. But they have them at the dollar store. You also want to get you some sponges that have the abrasive on the back. Okay, you can get these in bulk at Walmart or whatever. You really need these. These are a good thing to have. All right. I would suggest not getting the cheap ones because they're cheap. Just get the good ones. Just get a whole package. I got a couple packages. I need to get a couple more. These are amazing, you guys. They have them at the dollar store. They're not white though. They're like a cream. I use them for my dishes. When I'm doing my dishes and I run out of room on my rack, on the dish rack, I lay those out. They are so thick, better than a dish towel, you guys. Get you some. They're amazing, but they're more like a cream color, like this color, okay? Get you some hand towels because with that Lysol, make your own disinfectant wipes. I get my own little hand towels. I get them at Walmart. They sell the pack of like 12 or 15. Doesn't matter what kind, as long as a little hand towel, just like that. You can get them and mix some of that Lysol up, dip these in it, and there you have your little disinfectant wipes, guys. I know a lot of you do that with, I do that anyway, with one towel for the one cleaning. But you can actually dip these in and put them away. Make sure you get towels with scrubbers on them. Now this is open, but oh, sorry. That was my Christopher. He wants some energy drinks today. All right. So then we go to get you those scrubbers, okay? They're dish towels with little scrubs on the back, netting, really good. Flour sack towels, y'all. These are only $4.99 or $3.99. You get 5 of them. I use them for cheese making, for you get milk from the Amish. I pour it through those just to make sure. Awesome to have. Okay, get you some gloves. I know you got the other gloves, but these are for like dishwashing and a little bit not for cooking. These are for if you have to go do garbage outside, burn your own trash. You don't want to be touching that stuff. Make sure you got you some of these good gloves, okay? Dollar at the dollar store. Buckets. If there's no electricity and you're doing dishes by hand, you're going to need these buckets, okay? These are the ones I have, these white ones. They work amazing. They're great. I used them for a whole month straight because we had some issues here, okay? The things that I'm showing you, a lot of the things I ran into when we had those issues. These are more. You can use them to wash just socks or, underwear, whatever. You're going to want a big tub, one of those big tubs um, to do pants and shirts and things like that. But these work great. And they also work really good if you're going to use them to collect your vegetables. These too. You want to collect your vegetables out in the garden. Now they do have um, rope I'll show you here at the end of the dollar store that you can wrap around these to make them stronger. By the time you buy enough rope for it and do that, you might as well just go buy one at one of the nicer stores, or I don't know if Walmart has them or not. Tweezers, get you some. You get a little splinter, your little babies get little splinters in their fingers. Important to have. You don't want to leave that in there because they can get infected. You want to have something to take it out. Okay, real important to have. These are a good thing to have. And you also want to have some clippers so that you can, keep trim. Um, I know there's been many a times I wish I had some, and now I have a lot of them. So I probably have about 5 or 6 pair. But everything is put up. We do not use this stuff. Everything I'm showing you here, we do not use. I do have stuff that I use, but I have extra, so it's put up. Women, hair ties. Get you some hair ties because when they're gone, they're gone. When you cannot get no more, you cannot get no more. All right? Get you some hair ties. I have several of these because I like to wear baseball hats just because I don't want bugs flying in my hair out here and stuff. Glasses, reading glasses. Get some. Get different kinds, different levels. 250, 350 because your eyes will change over time. Stress could cause it, but get you some glasses. If you have a family member that wears reading glasses, get them for them. If they haven't got, just get them so that you could be their little, end time. Here, I got you some glasses since you lost yours. They'd be so shocked. All right, dental. I know we're not dentists. We don't know how to do this stuff. Somebody will, though. There's going to be somebody in your neighborhood, somebody around that knows how to use these. Have them in your arsenal, okay? Just in case, have them. This stuff is easy to use. I've used it before. A lot of people are online. You can go on YouTube, and they're using this. They get a toothache. They use this stuff to hold it over till they can get to the dentist. This is something you can use while you're looking for a dentist. Well, those without the MARK will not be able to go to a dentist. So you're going to have to think about what you're going to do during these cases, okay? It's not going to be so easy to take care of this stuff when all this goes down. But I've used these. They work fine. They will hold until you get some help. Dermasil, this is for those with allergies, itching, and all that. You want to get things like that. Don't go buy all that other lotion. Don't waste your money on that. Get something that's a lotion plus something that is going to stop you from itching should you get allergies or something outside is new or different. Y'all know this, hydrogen peroxide. I shouldn't have to show you this, but I'm doing it anyway for those of you that don't know. But y'all know you can also get 3%. I have 3%. When you take it by the dropper, you actually put oxygen in your bloodstream, which is why a lot of us are sick because of what we eat and everything. We lose that in our bloodstream, the oxygen. Apple cider vinegar, you can make your own. It's very easy. Look online. But you should have this with the mother in it. Okay, if it doesn't have the mother, it's no good to you. It's just another drink. But there's a lot of things you can do with this. Lots and lots of things you can do with this. So it's better to have it than to not. Q-tips, do not put them in your ears. Q-tips can clean a lot of things. Clean your things that, go boom, boom. They can clean, they have a lot of other uses, but do not stick these in your ears, especially your children. There are ways of melting the wax in your children's ears. Cotton balls. You can wet these in fluid, oil, what's that stuff to start a sterno heat fire, you know. Um, that stuff you put in your lighters, lighter fluid. Gauze. I wouldn't waste my money on the Band-Aids over there at the dollar store. They're pretty cheap. But gauze, I have a lot of it, you guys. A lot. Because the next thing coming is going to be fire. I, um, we had a fire issue here a couple years ago. And we had to deal with that. So get you some gauze. Gripe water for your babies. Better have it. Those of you that are pregnant, get you some gripe water. You never know when your baby's crying at night. Sometimes they just have a little bit of hiccup in there. They got a burp. Give them that gripe water, knocks it right out. That's for babies. Cornstarch. You run out of baby powder, or your little baby's got a rash. Cornstarch. Flour. No. Don't you? If you have to, I guess if that's all you have, but cornstarch is silky, smooth, nice. It's amazing. Put it on your baby's butt. Bread bags. Don't look at the bread. Well, you can look at the bread. You know, if you dehydrate that and then put it away, you can rehydrate it later for a sandwich. Okay, bread bags. Are you saving your bread bags? So that when you have to make bread, you have something to put it in. Start saving your bread bags. I've been saving them for a while now. I got quite a few. Because I figure if I've got to share my food and make bread for other people, I'm going to have something to put it in. Plus, there's ties. I save the ties on the bag. But you can buy these at a dollar store. Okay? Good thing to have. If you're going to, make bread, you're going to want something to put it in. What are you going to put it in? A baggie? I guess you can. But this is Twine. Get some. I use mine for cooking. I use it for a lot of different things. We always end up, so go get the Twine. So, good idea to have it. It's only $1. You get 3 of them. It's worth it. All right. So, the next thing are stainless steel. You can get this whole set for $10 at Walmart. Okay. This is for in the kitchen. Wooden spoons as well. Wooden utensils as well. But make sure you get stainless steel. Because when you're working outside on a campfire or a camp stove, say you just have to cook outside, you want to get these long utensils. Okay, you want to make sure you have these in your arsenal. The fires get really hot, flames and all that. It's a lot different working over a campfire than working in your kitchen. So get you one of these sets. Again, you can probably pick them up for $10, you guys. These ones might be a little bit more. Can openers. Do you have more than one? Do you have a different style? I got maybe 10 of these, and I got maybe 5 or 6 of the other ones. They break. I don't care if you spend $8 or $15 or $1. They break. Okay? You can also open a can by turning it upside down on cement and running it back and forth really hard and wear that can down, but you want to do that for every meal. Make sure you have extra can openers. We go through a lot of them because they break. You know that. Even your expensive ones. Don't be buying them expensive ones. They break. They all do. Dollar store has these little guys. Okay, I use them to mix omelets. I have some for my cats to give them food and water. These are really nice to have. I think you get 2 for $1 or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe not. But I do have several of these. They come in handy, especially when cooking. Stainless steel pots, you're going to want those. I buy lots of straws for Jeremy. I just find it's easier. He loves them. It's just, I don't know, just the kids really. It's just more of a fun thing to have, I guess, than anything. But there are also other uses for straws as well. So, I don't know, get some. Um, I would make sure that your children have cups with lids. Just things fall in them. It could be, the air could be bad. Maybe this is a good idea. Just something that I do for Jeremy and us. I do have lots of cups that have lids. I have some put away and some that we use. Make sure you get one of these. Now, if you use these over a campfire outside, make sure you wrap that handle in foil really, really good so it doesn't burn, okay? Um, and you don't want to put that handle directly over. I think they have, you can even take that off, the plastic handle off, so you just have the stainless steel. These are amazing, you guys. I bought these at Kohl's. Expensive for the colorful ones. garbage. I buy these at the dollar store. Two in there for $1. Amazing. Get some. Okay, well worth it. Well worth it. All right. I love these at the dollar store. You can cut them into fours, four square, whatever. These are amazing to put your cheese on when you make your cheese or cookies or whatever. But I use these for cheese making, and I cut them to the size that I need it, and I put them in my cheese cave, which is a little wine refrigerator. Um, Foils. You could get these at the dollar store or get the bigger packs at Walmart, whatever, or at Costco. But make sure you have foil. Make sure you have wax paper. Make sure you have um, what's that other one? Parchment paper. Make sure you have Saran Wrap. These are all good to have. They have them for a reason. They have them for a reason because we use them. Okay, good to have. I have the big ones from Costco. You know, those big giant ones. Because I figure if I'm going to share or I have a lot of people living here or whatever, I want to have a lot of foil. The foil pans, good to have, amazing to have. I've got several of these. If you have to cook outside, you know, you don't want to be, you know, it's just good to have. You don't want to be using your pans out there if you don't have to. Make sure you got these lighters for them outdoor fires you got to start. Okay, be used for lots of different uses, but primarily for you know, hot reach, you know, a far reach. These are what great at. And then of course you've got your regular lighters. These are good to have. Dollar store, you get 3 at the dollar store. Really good to have. I've got several of these. I have to hide them because Christopher keeps finding them because he smokes, and I'm trying to get him to quit smoking. Good to have. All right. Next thing, glow sticks. You can hang them. Lights go out. I'm not talking about 3 days of darkness. Do not use these during that time should that happen. But at night, any other night, they're low light, but it gives you light. You could string them across your kitchen, across your bathroom, bedrooms. They have them at the dollar store. Get you some. These are your large cans. I'm not talking about the food. Large cans. These are like the you know, short fat ones, not your gallon cans. You can use the gallon cans too, but you want the big ones. The large would be the gallon. This would be the next size. And then, of course, you have the smaller size. These ones, they fit within each other. And then once you put one inside one, you can put rocks or sand or whatever between them. And make sure you put some on the bottom too. And you can put the cotton balls that you put that fluid on, and you got yourself a sterno. Yep, you got yourself a little sterno. There you go. Or you can go buy you some. I got 2 cases of these, 72 in a case. So I got a couple of cases of those. Really good to have. You're going to need those, possibly. I think you're going to need them. Good to have them. But keep your cans. Wash them out. Put them away. Cardboard. If the next thing is fire, and a lot of the, I don't know that the trees are going to be burnt up. He says no, but you may need something as a fire starter. Are you saving your cardboard? I save a lot of cardboard. Boxes from the store. I save all kinds of stuff, you guys. Lint from your lint dryers. Are you saving it? I've got baggies of it. Really, really good to save, you guys. Just a little bit starts a fire. Really good to have. And it's free. Who knew? All right. These are mason jars. They're the pint size. I love these. They have the handles. I've been canning my salsa in them, and they work great because it's just us 3, and Jeremy doesn't really eat salsa, just me and Christopher. So this size is perfect for us. Otherwise, if it was Charlie here and more, you know, I'd make the big quart size, but this works great for us. These I use in my bathroom. You can put Q-tips, you can put cotton balls, you can put a lot of stuff in these, okay? Really good to have. When the things go bad, I mean, bugs are going to be places. Bugs are going to be looking for food and crawling on stuff, and it's just a way to protect some of your bathroom stuff or even kitchen stuff. These are your quart size. They have them there. They most of the time they come with lids, but you could also buy the lids at Walmart. So at least have the jars, okay? And you can reuse the lids. I don't care if it's ball. I don't care what lid it is. You can reuse the lids until you can't anymore, okay? Um, I think the other ones were pint and these are quart, but they do have them at the dollar store, and that's how much they cost in the store. When you go buy them, do the math. When you buy these ones, they're a buck a piece, so you're not really, saving any money buying them at Walmart. And make sure you have Sharpies so that you can write what they are on top of the can. Okay, they have these at the dollar store too. These are really good to have. I got a lot of the black ones. And make sure that this is something you don't have to have because you can write on top of the jars, but I use labels on some of my jars that I put up on my shelves so that I just put the same thing in it over and over, and I just put the label on the outside. And you want a chalk marker because that's what these labels require. I didn't put a picture of that, but just go look online. You can find it. Now with those glass jars, there's lots of things you can do. Don't look at the fanciness of these. Just look at the capability. You can actually put lights inside your jars to line your walkways or what have you. You can get those lights that are sticks, for like your garden area because they have little solar things on top. Stand them up inside of these, make a hole in the lid. There you have it. And you can stand them up. All right, now these things. These are amazing to have. These are your canning supplies. Do you have extra? Okay, so a lot of people have canning supplies, but do you have the extra regulator in case yours break? Do you have the extra weight in case yours gets lost or doesn't work for some reason? Do you have, okay, the ones at Walmart have the little plastic things on top. One's plastic and one's like a metal thing that dangles, right? They're that lets the what do you call it, the steam come in and out. You guys, you need another set of those, okay? Plus this gasket, because I'm telling you, they come out, okay? The thing underneath in the middle that screws on the handle, that comes out. I've lost several. I've, had issues with that. So please make sure you have those. Also, this pan, the for um, water bathing, mine got a hole in it. I need a new one. So you might want to make sure you got an extra one of those. Never know, never know. All right. Then you make sure you guys, these are really cheap to get. You can get these at the dollar store. They're seeds, you guys. Just get them. These are flowers, but obviously get flowers. Because flowers bring the bees, okay? Get flowers, get food, seeds. Um, Really good idea to do. Because you can get over to, what, 20 cents, 5 for a buck at a dollar store? Okay, save your egg cartons. Whether it be to grow your little baby seeds or somebody gives you some eggs because they got lots of chickens. Have egg cartons. I've got, oh my goodness, got about 50 of these saved up, maybe more, probably more. And I just put them away, and when my chickens lay eggs, I have my egg cartons. Okay. Um, the plastic ones are much better because they obviously last longer. They're plastic. These ones are biodegradable and they're okay, but I highly suggest you use plastic. All right. These are flower pots. They sell them a buck and you get, I don't know, a dozen or 14 or something. You get a lot of them. They have these at the dollar store. I bought like 6 of these and wish I'd bought more, but it is what it is. This is what I bought. But another thing you can do is start saving your water bottles, because what can you do with your water bottles? You can cut them in half, and on one side you stick inside that egg carton or stick inside something, and you can use that to plant, and the other side you can use to plant as well. Just cut them in half. Good idea. Save your water bottles. We've been saving ours. Also, if you have a cat or a dog that has a small can, you can start saving these cans. I started saving these the other day. I got a, you know, vision in my head that, oh my goodness, why am I throwing these away? We can use these to have seed starters. They're the perfect deepness and everything. Get you a hat to work outside. If it might get hot outside, and you get a hat. Okay, they're cheap. I don't know if the dollar store has them. They might, but get you a hat to wear outside. You don't want to be outside without a hat. Good idea to have one. All right. Locks. I don't care if you use a combination lock or if you use a key lock. Get you some locks because you might find that you need to lock some stuff up. All right. And get you some chain too because this is just the lock, but I find that we use them quite a bit. And the one on the right is the one they sell at the dollar store. And so we buy those quite often. And we do use them on different things, whether it be a toolbox or one of my sheds, one of my houses here, my cabins, we use them. All right, this is for those of you that don't have any bang bangs. Yes, this is pricey. It's over 300, between 3 and 350. Pricey, but better to have this than not have nothing. I have one of these, and Jeremy has a small one, a small bow and arrow. We also have a couple of these with the darts. We also buy, every time I go to Walmart, I'll buy 1 or 2 extra darts for the larger one. We haven't really used these yet. Me and Jeremy are going to go practice with them. I have to find them. I don't know where Charlie put them. Make sure you have a good sidearm knife, okay? Something that you can carry around with you. Just, it's just good to have it. Help you out in more ways than one. All right. Now, these aren't things that you have to have, but things you might want to think about working on. Do you have any of these? I've got several of these. They need to be sharpened, though. They're not sharpened. They need to be sharpened. So I'm hoping when some men get here, that's what they're going to be doing. Because I don't want to do it. You can get these for $7. They're not that expensive. But they're not sharp, though. That's the thing. You gotta have them sharpened. I have several of these. These are really awesome. Amazing to have. I've chopped down many little trees with these. They're amazing. So, and they're only like, I don't know, I want to say less than $10 at Walmart. Good thing to have. Make sure you have some way to sharpen them. These are sharpening stones. Now, in my kitchen, I have the electric one. That's what I use to sharpen my knives in the kitchen. That one in the kitchen will not sharpen those machetes. You're going to need a sharpening stone to sharpen those. And you can probably find them online really cheap. These are for your slingshots because we do have these. So, really good idea. You can go after small game with these. If your little one learns how to use it really good, go after small game. Squirrels or what have you, whatever it is if you're hungry. All right, these are the arrows that go to the larger ones. We do stock up on those. Just never know what you may need it for. Just don't know. And if you run out of the other bang bang thingies, what are you going to use? Most people aren't set up to make their own. So better to have these than to not have nothing, right? I think so, personally. These are the handheld. We have one of these. When we first moved here, we just started buying, okay, what if this, and what if this, and what if that? So we started buying several different things. These, if you're going to use a chainsaw, you might want to have these because if there's no doctor, better to prevent than to not. These are chainsaw pants. They're chaps. They have the full pant. These ones are chaps. Better to have it than not. We don't have any, but I am going to buy some. These are the full pant. I don't know that you need the full pant, but hey, they're a lot more expensive than just the chaps. But still good to have if you're going to use a chainsaw. You might want to get your husband some because if they're going to be cutting up wood for you, the last thing you want to have happen is them to let it drop on them. And then what? No doctor? What are you going to do? No mark? What are you going to do? These are gloves for a chainsaw. These are things that men, you need to think about this. Do you have these? Have you thought about these? When there's no doctor, what are you going to do? You want to have these in your arsenal. Make sure you got work gloves. Most of you do. Make sure your wives have work gloves. Not just for you, just make sure your wives got them too. Gardening gloves are different than work gloves. Make sure they got a good solid pair of work gloves. Splinters and things like that can cause infection really bad. Make sure from now on when you buy your children's shoes, you're buying durable shoes. These are like a tennis boot, so to speak. Don't be buying them foo-foo shoes anymore, okay? We're about to go into a different time. You're going to need to protect their little feet. Start buying protective boots, okay? Start buying water boots. So when it snows or it's rainy out, you're not used to buying these because we've always gone from the house to the car. You might not be able to go from the house to the car. Get them some of these boots, these rain boots, these water boots, okay? Good idea to have, all right? And get them sizes for the next 2 to 3 years, because when you can't get into the store, what are you going to do? They're gonna keep growing. Snowsuits. If it's cold, what are you going to do? Get them a snowsuit. Get it larger than what they need right now, because they will grow into it. Okay? Make sure you get them hats and gloves and scarves, all that good stuff. As far as those snowsuits and jackets, start buying extra large, or get them extra ones. You can get them at the dollar or at the secondhand stores, jackets and stuff, because they're going to keep growing. They're not going to stop growing. We don't know when and if the Father is going to take them, so until they do, you want to make sure that you can clothe them. This is important to have if you can afford it. It's $74 at Walmart. Maybe you could find somebody on Craigslist selling one. But these, we had to use it when we had that cold spell. And let me tell you something. I don't know what I would have done if we didn't have this, because there was snow. We couldn't drive nowhere, and it was cold. I had about almost 100 of these. We used about 50 of them in less than a 3 days time. Okay, 50 of them. That's how many we used. It was awesome. I was happy I had them, but we used a lot. They won't last long, but it'll give you some warmth for a short time. We have 5 of these. These are what, 20 pounds? Ours are filled up right now. I was going to throw away those green canisters until I realized, wait a minute, they won't fill those little camping ones up at the propane place, but maybe I could fill them up. So I went online, and guess what I found? I found this hose, and you can fill them up with this hose. So I bought the hose on Amazon, and I bought the little caps for the propane tanks. And all of my little canisters, I kept the caps on them, those little black caps on them green canisters. Don't throw them out. They all have caps. So we are going to, one day this week, we're going to fill them and refill them so that we have them, instead of continuing to buy more. We just have to fill up those containers. And once I fill these up, then we will take those containers back to the propane place, 20-gallon ones, and fill them up again. Do you have any of this? This is called Reflectix. Lots of stuff you can do with this stuff. You can make your own sun oven. You can cut strips of it to lay on. Keeps you off the ground. We actually have and they have Reflectix tape. We actually have the sun visors made out of Reflectix. I got them on sale really cheap. I got like 4 or 5 of them, and they're 7 feet long. Well, none of us are 7 feet tall, except my husband was 6'5", but I bought them because they go in our backpacks, and they fold up nice like an accordion. So if we have to boot out of here, we have something to keep the elements from us off the ground, because it's the elements from the ground, the cold, that'll keep you cold. Y'all know to keep duct tape. Everybody has duct tape. Just about every man uses duct tape for everything. They think it's God's gift. Yes, they do. Make sure you have some. Super glue, dollar store. Better to have it than not. Fix glasses. You can fix, there's so many things you can fix with super glue. Make sure y'all have some of that, okay? We're almost done here. Just a few more items. But these are just things that, there's so much more I have, you guys, but these are things I just thought I'd give you a list. Again, this is the rope you could wrap around that basket, but it's not very long, and you probably need about 4 or 5 of these. So for $6, $7, you might as well just go buy one with the rope on it for the sturdiness of it, right? But They're fun to do. I've seen people do them online, make them. It's a craft. Seem to have fun doing it. So that's something you could do. This is what I have, but mine are much bigger than this. But to put it in your backpack, if you have to jet out of here and lay on it, or if you get stuck in a tent because your house is gone, these are better to lay on than to lay on the ground. Okay, keeps the elements from hitting your body. Make sure you have these, you guys. Could save a life. Yes, it could. Give you time to get out, what have you. Okay, let you get into a room, grab your kid, get out. I mean, just make sure you have them. We have about 4 of these. I think I'm going to get another one. These are oil pans at the dollar store. We use these to feed our chickens. We put them around outside to collect water when it rains. Our dogs just go up and they can just have water. Um, these have many uses. They're only $1. It's an oil pan. It's plastic, but at the dollar store, it's worth it. You cannot get gas out of a vehicle without a funnel. You need this funnel to put it in and to take it out. Well, we tried siphoning one of our vehicles and we couldn't do it. We didn't know what was going on or why. But without this funnel to go down deep, you cannot put gas inside your vehicle. Are you saving your jugs? Don't look at the milk. Are you saving the jugs? You may need that jug one day to go get water. So make sure you have that jug if you need it. I say I've got about, I don't know, I used to have 200 of them. My mom came through them all out, but I probably got about maybe 75 to 100 of them. Get you some hard candy. I know we're not supposed to be eating this stuff, but for your kids, hard candy will last a long time. And it'd be nice one day just to give them a piece, just a little booster. They have them at the dollar store. Good idea just to have, just. Oh, they have these at the dollar store. Amazing snack for your kids. Okay. I bought a bunch of these and they're in Mylar bags. That's a Mylar bag. But they're not the real thick ones, but still, it's got a shelf life. It is a Mylar bag. Make sure you're saving your Mylar bag potato chips. Anything that has a Mylar bag inside of it, look inside of it. Silver, it's a Mylar bag. Don't be throwing that stuff away, you guys. You can reuse them for when you get your vegetables and dehydrate them and need somewhere to put them. Put them in those or in your jars. But good thing to keep. Okay. Then we have the next item. I think we're just about done. I think that's it. That's the last one. Wow, that was fast. All right, those are things that I can think of. Now, I do got a lot more stuff, but I didn't want to bombard you with things that, you know, um, maybe I'll do another video with other things, but for now, these are all things that are possible to get at the dollar store or at Walmart, not too pricey, except the chainsaw stuff and the protective stuff. That stuff is a little bit pricier, but most of the stuff here you can get at the dollar store. So I hope this was helpful to you, and I will do another video on things that you would never think of buying. All right, take care. God bless. Love you. Shalom.